So, so that indicates the trend, which is less and less and less. And, like, the big frustration that I hear from men is basically that girls get ran through by, like, the guys they actually want in their 20s, and then they hit, like, 30, and then they're like, please take me. And then they finally come around to the, like, guys in their friend zone, basically, at, like, 30.
Okay, so that's another one. That is true. That's one of the reasons why, I guess what she's trying to say right here, I guess she's like, nah. She's just being very like kind of like, well, statistics says that this is why and this is why it's happening. That I just point out there's I feel like a lot of people are taking it offensively, but that it's not for you to get offended. It's for you to just say like, yeah, that's fucked up. Like why? Pretty much what it says is like, it's just stating, and she's just on all the videos too. Like you're giving your body away, and you're giving like, yeah, you're giving your body away to a bunch of guys that didn't really wanted you. Like didn't really appreciate you and value you as a person, that easy. And then only to end up with the guy that you didn't even bother looking at when he was young. Now I am gonna say that a lot of these guys, they need to make a bigger effort to like, you're not. I'm gonna be making videos about like how to really make yourself an attractive person, because it's not about like going and begging the woman like, please date me, because that like you don't want to get a partner that way. Just trust me. Like it's just better when you want to be desired by the woman, when you want the woman to be all like, oh my god, like he want this man. That's what you want to be at, and you don't have to make a lot of money, and you don't have to be 6 feet. You can totally make yourself a desirable man. But there is certain characteristics that women unconsciously or consciously look for in a person. And like I said, I think I said on my Spanish channel, where like if you're in a bar, you're listening in a wherever the place is, be a coffee shop or you care, but you're in a social gathering, party, whatever, and you look at a girl, you're gonna be confident enough to check her out, give her that look, like that powerful look, to be all like what's up, like, man, you're looking good. And if she thinks you look good too, she will reciprocate that same look, and she'll be all like, oh, guy look good too. Or she'll probably like even like with her body language, you'll be able to tell she's like flirting with you, even without making it very obvious with her face, but she will make it obvious. She'll play with her hair, and she like look back a couple times. But if she's not into you, she's not gonna even look at you. And then the next step is to just kind of like approach her and just kind of be like near her little bubble, just like anywhere near her where like if she actually likes you, she will either try to engage in conversation with you, or you can always, if you have a lot of confidence in yourself, you can be like, hey, what's up, what's up, or just, but it has to be natural. You have to develop your social intelligence to know how to do this. If you don't have social intelligence, you will absolutely not know how to do it. That's just the bottom line. Nobody says this. Like, if your social intelligence is not like up here, you're gonna make that interaction very awkward. That's all I have to say. It's all about social intelligence. You have to develop it, and yes, you can develop it. This is what I'm gonna be talking about on this channel. But yeah, once you have that, that on point, you're gonna be able to be all like, know exactly when and how to say what's up, and like you can be like, oh yeah, what's up with you, and and that's just kind of like how it happens. It's all social intelligence. It's literally, that's it. That's the key that everybody doesn't understand. So it's not about the catchy phrase or whatever. I know a lot of people there's other ways to do it without being this super charming or super. There's guys that've been able to get away with, but there's certain characters that some other girls get charmed by, which we will also be talking about. So there's variations of it. There's not always like a one size fits all and only. There is variations, and I will be having some people, like interviewing some people that could, put in some examples and stuff. But just for the sake of this argument, when she says that like it's not fair for many of these guys that, they were put on the friend zone, and now they're ready to settle and be with the good guy, the guy. And if you are that good guy, you know, you were put in the friend zone because you just didn't have enough social intelligence to be able to make yourself be desirable. So it's not all the girl's fault. You know, you can't just blame the other person for not finding you attractive. But yeah, eventually they come around and they realize they're over being with the players or with the charming guys, and now they're saying like, well, okay, I guess he's not as charming, but he's nice, he's sweet, he'll treat me, he'll take care of me, and that's how they settle, and that's just how it is, and that's just human behavior. But the bottom line is that you didn't make yourself desirable. So yeah, it's not 100% the female's fault, but I do. The message is for the woman, so women need to understand that it's just like, what if the man of your dreams comes along, a good, desirable, handsome guy, just crosses your way? Like, do you think it's fair to him, or like you know, the nerd revenge? You know, like you've seen in a lot of movies how, you know, this guy was this nerdy kid that nobody liked in high school, and then like he reinvents himself and go through this, you know, focuses and works out, and you know, gets a crazy career or becomes very successful in something, and then comes back and is this extremely hot, sexy. A lot of guys, like, they peak at 30, right? Or 35, and he comes back and you're like, oh my God, what happened? He's so hot. And yeah, like, well, he might have gone to the same high school and he was a wimpy kid from high school that you never even looked at. But while he was working on himself, bettering himself to be this top guy, you were just being a slut, sleeping around with a bunch of fucking losers. So why would he pick you? That's what you need to think about. You need to become the kind of person that you want to date. If you want to date top dog, you want to make sure that you become top bitch. Pretty much, you know? So I think that's where I'm going to leave it. Oh, and a quick side note about the fat guy that dated. He dated a girl who is a super extremely slut. And I feel mainly, mostly because maybe the girl was very good looking. Very good looking, but with a shitload of issues, obviously, to be able to sleep with that many men. So, shitload of issues. That is definitely not a wife or mom material, because all these fucking mental, sexual experiences scar you and could lead to a lot of shit that it's going to come out when you're stressed out, and you're going to put it on your children, which is not. And that's why a lot of men don't want to pick girls like that. But this guy dated a girl, like hooked up with a girl like that because she was so good looking. And when you're that big, you obviously know that your options are not that big. Like chances of getting really hot girls to look at you are low. And he also has obviously low self-esteem, because a guy with options, a hot guy that has all the options in the world, is going to go with the best option. He's going to be able to pick exactly the kind of girl he wants. And no, I'm not talking about Andrew Tate. He's a freaking lunatic. But he does make a lot of good points. He's not completely insane. Like, he's not completely, like, he's not an idiot. He's just got a lot of issues. I feel like he was not raised right by his parents, because a guy that is that successful, that rich, you know, and doesn't have a serious relationship with the girlfriend, obviously are big signs. That, let alone the fact that he makes a lot of his money by, you know, creating sexual, you know, utilizing women to create sexual content on his social media, and he's very obsessed with money, and that's just cuckoo. I would never want to be with a guy like that. I don't care how much money he has, but that's another topic for another video. If you guys have any questions, please leave in the comments below. Let me know so I can develop from there the next topic and see what you guys really want to get into, okay? So thank you for sticking to the end. If you do, just please leave me at least an emoji or anything at the end. And yeah, thank you for supporting. And if you guys please at least give us a like, because that helps me be able to work on more videos and grow the channel and bring this message to more people. And what else? So I'm gonna say, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm tired. I talked for too much. My brain, my neurons are already like, my brain is melting at this point. But thank you for watching to the end, if you did, and see you guys on the next video. Peace.